After a long day of being pulled in every direction, the last thing anyone wants to think about is what's for dinner. That's where Schwann's can help, with a variety of real food choices, frozen to lock in freshness. From ready-made meals, premium meats and side dishes, to vegetables, ice cream, and more. Schwann's foods go from freezer to table in minutes, not hours, so you can pull off a delicious meal in no time at all. Ordered, delivered, done. That's homemade easy. To help simplify mealtime, visit schwans.com.
Hi, it's Jamie, Progressive #1, #2 employee. Leave a message at the... Hey, Jamie, it's me, Jamie. This is your daily pep talk. I know it's been rough going ever since people found out about your a cappella group, Mad Harmony, but you will bounce back. I mean, you're the guy always helping people find coverage options with the Name Your Price tool. It should be you giving me the pep talk. Now get out there, hit that high note, and take Mad Harmony all the way to nationals this year! Sorry, it's pitchy.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Hi, this is Jim the Keys bartender coming to you from the Blackwater Siren here in North Key Largo. I'm here with Bill Wissinger. Bill's going to be picking up.
Hi, how y'all doing?
Oh, hey, here we go. This week's episode, it's episode 117.
117? 117 or 118?
Was 117?
If
the last one we
117.
What?
I thought we did 117 last week, too.
Okay, then it's 118.
I don't know. Let me look.
If you put 118, that's fine.
No,
Whatever.
I put 117.
What?
I put 117.
No, maybe it was. Maybe if I have two 117s, I'll just change it to 118. But I got an idea. And we're doing it just seems sometimes when the way the worlds come around that we just do things out of habit
all the time
nowadays, and we don't have a reason. We don't have the reasons. Once we do something, we don't try to think about why we do them, and that perhaps one day, and I'm just watching television, and I see people in scuba gear carving pumpkins.
Yeah, they have an underwater music festival down here.
Why?
Because it's something to do in scuba gear.
What's that say about scubaing if you have to go underwater to do things is much better on land.
It gives you scuba guys will do anything to get in the water with their gear.
That means there's not enough to do in the
water.
water.
No, there's plenty to do, but they'll
why? Okay,
they'll focus on any reason to go down and do stuff underwater. Just
okay,
it's fun to see. It's just kind of fun to sit underwater in the sand, breathing air out of a tank.
How about Monopoly? Sitting and playing Monopoly.
They do that.
So, you're going to take a Monopoly game, make it waterproof.
Yep.
Bring it down and play Monopoly underwater with pay all this money for air, and it's better to.
Better play Monopoly on the surface.
If I have to take a shit. What do you do?
You poop your wetsuit.
You poop in your wetsuit?
Yeah.
You sit in your own shit?
Yeah.
Okay. That's fun? Okay.
If you have to piss.
I'm just saying, okay. I'll explain what the reasoning. Okay, I'll tell some of the things they do. They do Monopoly, Frisbee, underwater racing, darts, cards, spoon racing, just to name a few. Obstacle course, bingo, scavenger hunt. It's called geocaching, I think it's called, where they put it at different locations, which I understand that. That builds skills. Rugby, hockey, a band underwater, a wedding, a Halloween party.
Yeah.
It's
people who are into scuba diving are into scuba diving. They will use any excuse to get underwater.
Okay. What they call it a skill-building exercises, which I see you didn't call it that. You didn't call it skill building. You defended it as they don't have anything to do. They will use it as any excuse to go out.
Exactly.
Right? In that case, may I suggest?
Dude, they build whole vacations on 3 fucking dives.
But okay, can we just talk? How about plate spinning? Can you do that? Will
Probably.
you do that? Let's do it. Origami.
I'm sure. Well, that might be a trick.
See?
That might be a trick.
You can't do origami.
You'd need some
foil.
plasticized paper.
Use foil.
Foil would work.
See? Geez. I'm not even a scuba diver, and I would have figured out how to do it. It's paper folding, but you know what? Foil would work really good. Archery. That's pretty much spearfishing, isn't it?
Yeah, that's spearfishing.
Dental surgery underwater. How about that?
Ooh, I don't know.
Wait. There's something to do underwater. If you're a dentist,
how are you going to do an extraction with a regulator in place?
Intubate.
Can't intubate.
Yeah, just seal up their esophagus and go right into their chest. Why not? They do it. You ever see the severe smokers?
Yeah.
Hey,
but
listen. I will do
That's not that
all
goes
your
beyond
bridge
recreational
work for free if you allow me to do it underwater.
Yeah, that's going to have issues.
Yeah, okay. How about a breast exams?
we've,
If you're,
we've done those before.
No, illegal ones. Legal ones where doctors are doing it. Okay. Quilting.
Oh, yeah.
You've seen quilting?
No, I've not seen quilting, but it's
Like an AIDS quilt underwater?
Yeah, I can see him doing that.
How about an eating contest?
You can eat.
Okay.
You can eat.
Fire eating.
Yeah, I don't think so.
You could. Your lungs would blow up because you got to put that acetylene in there and stuff.
Yeah,
like
you're
that.
going to be eating a torch.
Well, that's something to do. How about an air gun fight? You don't have to put anything in it. Big air guns where you fight, you send big condensed streams of air at each other.
Yeah, I don't know if that propagate real well, and it tend to rise.
You want to show your skills? IKEA furniture assembly.
Dude, you can't do that above water.
I've done it several times.
I hate flat pack.
Okay. Charades.
That's regular communication with people that don't dive much.
Okay. Bicycle tube repair. Because they're always looking for the leak.
Yeah, you could do that. Actually,
Okay,
that'd be
right.
fairly easy. You could have a nozzle right on your inflator.
Yeah, just send the tube right down to them and say, "There's fucking Bill down there. Let's just send him a bill with the glue kit and all that stuff." And put it down. You'd have to have the special glue, I guess, like that. That would be cotton candy making.
I don't think so.
I bet there's a hybrid where you can make it. You make it with fiberglass, I guess. I'm not saying you're going to be eating it.
I don't think so. You ever seen fiberglass
Or some
in water?
kind of plastic.
Maybe a plastic still.
Okay. How about Alka-Seltzer tablet caching? You know what I'm saying? You get to choose which orifice you're going to stick it in somebody's body
Yeah, no.
with
I'll
that
pass
water.
on that.
Yeah, just take it. First one, someone sticks it near their eye, then their ear, then up their nose, in their mouth, up their ass,
You've never dove before, have you?
in their vag. Well, I mean, obviously you're going to shit yourself in your pants. You're going to have to take it off. You know, what if you're wearing one of the skinny suits?
No, I'm saying you've never dove before.
No, why?
Just because you're kind of lacking some
Alka-Seltzer
basic
wouldn't work?
skill understandings
Alka-Seltzer wouldn't work?
and pressure understandings.
What, putting Alka-Seltzer, you mean it wouldn't work underwater?
I'm not sure.
See, then who's the one that doesn't understand? Okay. Iron Chef.
Yeah, and not unless you're doing sushi.
This whole shit, man, is vegetarian shit. What the fuck are you
Yeah.
talking about? And we're talking about heat. You could be right near a volcanic vent. Where the fuck do I have to think about this stuff while you're not thinking any of this?
Like I said, once again,
I
you
don't
haven't done
understand
a little
scuba.
bit of diving there.
Okay, yeah, but if you're near a cat juggling, you put a cat in scuba gear. Okay. So,
Okay, what happens when you invert his helmet?
What? Invert his helmet?
What happens when you invert his helmet?
Sometimes when you make an omelet, you're going to crack some fucking eggs.
Yeah, you start killing
Bill?
cats, it's not going to be fun.
Oh, who says I'm going to kill cats, man?
Well, if you invert a cat underwater with a...
What if you put a person in there and start playing rugby and you kill somebody underwater playing rugby?
Well, you can kill people, that's fine.
Okay.
Just can't kill cats.
Well, I'm with you on that, buddy. Okay. So you believe that other people have habits that they're just as eager about?
Yeah, everybody's got
Skydiving?
Everybody's got stuff they're passionate about.
Hot air ballooning?
Yeah.
Mountain biking?
Anything you...
Rock climbing, skiing?
Hey, it's your hobby. It's what you live
Okay,
for.
how about
it's what you do.
skydiving? Let's say you decide during skydiving, I'm going to braid someone's hair. I'm going to do a super high altitude dive with someone and braid their hair. Now, you're supposed to be wearing helmets.
We're still going 185 miles an hour.
Yes, you are.
There's going to be some issues there.
Well, it's hard to carve a pumpkin underwater.
No,
right?
it's actually pretty easy.
Not as easy as doing it on land.
It's
And they love skydiving.
It's almost as easy as doing it on land. Only thing is you're breathing through a regulator.
Eating
Eating is
easy.
super easy.
Why don't we live underwater then?
Pickled sausages, eggs, all sorts of stuff.
Why don't we just live underwater and bring our own
Because we're
oxygen?
not
It's so
designed.
fucking
We're
great.
not designed to live down there.
Stayed long enough. Look what the fuck happened to Kevin Costner. Did you fucking see Waterworld? Not only did
That's
he
one of the
develop
few
gills,
movies I've seen,
they
and that was a
smoked.
waste of money.
And he smoked. Oh well, I've never seen that movie. I just
that was a waste of money.
Hey, listen.
I'm good.
Hey Jim, the world's turned upside down. Bill's not taking a beer. Okay, hot air ballooning. How about if you decided to start juggling swords?
You can do anything you want.
What do you do anything once? It says irresponsible.
Why?
You fall out of fucking sky, you got swords and tons of shit falling down on someone's head. Mountain biking.
Yeah, people do that all
I
the
want
time.
to go painting. I want to paint. I want to mix. I'm just saying, you're fucking mixing two things that don't have to do with each other.
Sure.
They're in a different medium. They're in water. I'm going to decide to do this. I'm going to have a tea party. I've seen the tea party underwater.
Yeah, you can do
I'm
a
just
tea
going to
party.
sit and do a tea party.
Like I said, people want to do stuff underwater. They're going to do it underwater.
No, I have a theory on it.
Okay, what's your theory?
My theory is that perhaps one day the ocean won't have anything worth seeing in it. Like it's going to be dead. Like no
There'll
fish.
always be something to see underwater.
Pollution maybe or something like that. Maybe it was
Wrecks.
Yeah. Wrecks, yeah. Okay.
Caves.
Okay, let's say there's no fish or plants.
Okay.
So from
Well,
then
if there's
on,
no fish,
we're
no
going to
plants
be
in the ocean,
We're
we're
going to be
dead.
doing. There's going to be a guy underwater doing a caricature of someone, and that's what we're going to find exciting.
Maybe. Who knows?
You know, I mean, a fucking wreck you can see with it. I just don't think.
You don't get it. It's okay.
What I'm suggesting is people think that there's a replacement for the natural beauty that's underwater. Like
Why-
going to see, the reef.
See, I'm not getting where you're getting this because all these things that they're doing down here, yeah, they stage them down here as tourist attractions to get people on the dive boats to make money. But most of that stuff happens in fucking swimming pools in the middle of fucking Minnesota.
I know the punky carving was down here.
Yeah. Yeah, Slate does that every year.
I mean, but the fucking,
He fills up a couple boats and makes a lot of money.
You got to tell people that the reef looks like shit. And like from 20 years ago, I had people come in here and say, "Hey, Jim, you know the reef looks like shit," and stuff like that. And
Yeah,
you still have the fucking boat mart right down there selling the.
If you go to the same 10 people that they drop 10,000 divers on every fucking day, it looks like shit.
yeah,
If you go to spots, they're still pristine. Seriously.
all right, okay, I will defer to your expertise there. I believe it's a diversion. I believe it's bullshit. That the main thing to go in the water is to see the beauty, which is that. See,
the main
you
reason
thought I was attacking scuba.
No,
and
the
stuff
main
like
reason that I go underwater is for work.
Okay, well, I'm at like.
You got to remember, I come at this from a different angle.
I know, but
I got paid-
recreational.
I got paid money to
recreational
fucking do
people
that.
didn't enter there to play Monopoly underwater.
Maybe they did.
That's fucked up.
Maybe they're really big fans of Monopoly.
Why don't we just send Luke down there so he can put fun in his fucking.
I can't.
I'll talk
Luke
about it
can't
later.
dive. He has too many contraindications.
What do you mean by that?
He's got too many medical things that would disqualify him from diving without a doctor's visit.
Are you fucking kidding me? Oh.
No, I'm not.
It's funny. I love swimming. I love being in the water, and I haven't done it yet. It's one of those things I avoided, and I'm kind of happy that I didn't see it earlier, because now when I go and see it, but having the knowledge that it looked differently before.
Yeah, like I said, if they dump you on Christ of the Abyss, of course it looks like shit. There's 1,000 people a day walking all over the reef there,
Yeah, it's just brown, shitty.
covered in fire coral and fucking
Yeah.
brown algae.
Yeah.
That's why they dump all the tourists there.
Well, that's not a happy. Okay. Well, I guess I didn't. I started a happy thing. That was my fucking great ideas. You know, you're rock climbing. You could start playing like the hand clap game where you make up your own handshake while you're going up the fucking side of the mountain.
Most of those guys are into base jumping.
Well, these fucking guys with the squirrel suits.
Yeah.
Everyone, if you're listening to a podcast, I'm sure 90% of you saw the guy. Years ago, someone came up with the idea. It's like if we put extra weight, humans don't have the strength to develop
Flight muscles.
the horsepower or the power for flight. We don't have the bone dense. Our bones are too dense. Our bodies, our chest muscles are too small. But we can wear a suit where with enough wind resistance, that speed falling down, you can direct yourself in a direction, not exactly land. I don't know if anybody's ever landed from a suit.
I want to say somebody has been talking about it.
I can imagine. I can see it when someone's speeding along, and then they flip themselves up. But they'd have to be pretty close to the ground. It still would take them a while to stop.
Yeah.
So,
well, the problem is, I think the minimum speed on one of those, like stall speed, is about 120.
Yeah, and no one's going to jump out of a car.
That's going to hurt when you hit the ground. I've hit the ground at 120 before. It's not fun.
You hit water at 120.
I'd rather fall off a motorcycle at 120 wearing leathers than hit water.
Just recently, I just want to remind people that when we make a transition, there was a horrible accident at 102 yesterday. A friend of mine, you know Phil?
Yeah, I know Phil.
You knew who it was?
Phil over at
the Fish House. The owner's son. Yep. He was the manager there. He's still there. He's still, as far as I know,
I heard he got airlifted.
A friend of ours was riding a motorcycle down here. Was leaving work. And while he was in a side lane off of Route 1, he got clipped by a vehicle that was moving rapidly, and it launched him off his motorcycle, caused
northbound
the wheel
traffic
to be ripped off.
Yeah, northbound traffic ended up coming up in the southbound lane, southbound traffic in the northbound lane.
Cars ran into
cars in the parking lot.
Adolfo's and all that stuff. There was it was a real shit
had
show where they
both,
shut both sides down of US 1
over an
and
hour.
It's not like 95, and they're closer and more significant. But this guy was launched, and he was wearing a helmet.
Yeah,
and I wouldn't even speculate what would have happened to him if he wasn't wearing a helmet.
No,
but you have to be really on the ball down here to see what's going on.
Yeah,
there's so many people distracted driving going on.
Look, Martha, it's water.
Well, yeah, and especially when they drive it up, if you're coming up through the Keys where everything's open on either side
I
of
don't
you.
know if I can post a picture right now
of 70 miles an hour in the chat.
Yeah, I don't know if I can.
Okay,
I got a great one in here.
So you're coming down the 7 mile stretch in 70 miles an hour, and you show up in a residential area. That's you forget there's so many people there. Not as in a big city, but for the Keys it is. So in Key Largo, there's people coming out of all different areas. There's a lot of traffic.
Oh, there's traffic everywhere.
And then when you pull out, you have decisions to make from like 6 different directions. There's direction 1 from coming on from the street, parking lots. That's 1. Let's say on your right, and then you have bikes to the north and south. You on a bike path if you're heading north.
There you go. I'll let Jim describe that for you.
Okay, what we have here is an SUV with some asshole standing up in the center with his head looking up.
They're taking pictures off the 7 Mile Bridge.
Okay. They're just sticking his head through the sunroof, taking pictures on this Oldsmobile. No, it's a Mercedes.
Mercedes, yeah, but this is on the 7 Mile
It
Bridge.
just went black.
And they crossed the center line 4 or 5 times doing that.
Oh, so was the driver the one doing it?
I think it was the girl in the passenger seat, and I think she was stepping on him.
Holy shit.
I backed off enough so when they hit the wall, I wouldn't go hit them.
Well, once again, there's plenty of people live in South Florida and know how to make accidents themselves. You don't have to, and a lot of times when it happens, it's someone that lives here in South Florida that does something stupid.
Yep.
Or a local that makes a left turn in front of someone.
Yeah,
but it really changed the lives of a bunch of people yesterday, just like those poor people last week in New York.
Oh, the limo.
The limo.
Yep.
There is a sore subject I want to talk about before we talk about. Oh, we should talk about the Blackwater Siren. Remember Blackwater Siren?
Gorgeous place.
I'm
still okay. Yeah, go ahead. Give me one. Thank you.
The Blackwater Siren is on Jewfish Creek.
Jewfish Creek?
right over Jewfish Creek Bridge.
South side.
On the south side, when you go over the bridge and you come down, it'll be on a. If you're coming from the south, the north,
on the bay side.
You're going to be on the bay side, and but you're coming up from the north, you get off the first exit before you get on the bridge. But you already know that if you're listening to us here. It's only when you're coming. Oh, thank you, man. That was a really creepy hello. I think
were you doing your creepy man?
I think it was like a 92.
Were you doing
on
creepy,
a scale of 100.
creepy man?
On a scale of 1 to 100, I would have gave myself a B+.
There you go. How you doing?
Yeah, I did. Blackwater Siren, they cook your own catch. They got a great happy hour. They always have the $2.
$2 Bud and Bud Light all the time.
Yep, and they have live entertainment on Friday and Saturday.
Friday and Saturday. I think Luke's playing here a few Fridays. I know we're in here a couple Fridays.
Oh, yeah. And, I don't know if we post the links. We should post the links on our page if you ever want to get a hold of the Key Billies. Or Bill. Actually, Bill is connected to a bunch of bands.
Yeah.
So if you need to touch out or reach out and touch Bill, hopefully they're young, attractive ladies.
Yeah.
Would Sandy have a problem with that?
Yeah, no.
Does she need to know?
She I'd end up telling her. I can't lie to her.
At various times on the show, I could pull episodes where you're like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
I did a bit impression. You hear that one?
I don't give a fuck, but
I don't give a fuck.
if she asks me, I will flat out tell her.
Wait, but where's that coming from?
What?
Where's that coming from?
What do you mean? Where's that coming
Fear of repercussions?
from?
Or?
No, I'm a shitty liar.
People become shitty liars because they fear repercussion.
Okay. I
You
just
know?
don't have a lot of practice at it.
I realize myself, I try to sugarcoat it right away. That was nothing. That was nothing. It's not deny. Everyone says that first. Deny. No.
fuck
You
it.
leave yourself no room. Or the denier will say, the person that says deny, you leave yourself tons of room. You got denying,
That's
and you
blame
got the
Cody.
full-on admission. I said, once you deny, they disbelieve everything else you say. If you sugarcoat, then it's a matter of interpretation.
There you go. Yeah, no, I just blame
That's
Cody.
a lawyer's dodge. What do you think?
I just blame Cody. It was his fault. That's where the whiskey came from.
Oh, really? Well, we had that discussion. I did not. I didn't go in depth. I kept. You notice how I shut up?
Oh no, you could. She knows.
No, but you notice how I shut up when
Yeah.
I said that? I said, "Well, I'm not gonna say that." And I made a statement at one point. I said, we don't have that understanding." I did say that,
Yes.
and she didn't make a response to that.
No.
And hopefully she doesn't listen to the show.
No, she doesn't.
Because if she purposely asked me
And
that,
she knows it's dangerous to feed the Sasquatch. So
no. But if she pointedly asked me that, I would be duty bound not to indulge you. But I would never feel that I have to monitor you.
no, the comprehensive bourbon ban is merely an agreement.
I'm thinking about having one right now.
There you go. Well,
How
I
are
got
you?
I got to work tonight.
Okay, and you are working at
I'm at Snooks tonight.
Snooks. And folks, Snooks is beautiful.
It is. It's a gorgeous
someday when it
place.
cools down, maybe we'll.
Yeah.
Do the managers ever listen to us here?
Freddie might.
Okay, if they
Well,
do,
we had the owners on as guests for that one time
Okay.
for a few minutes. We had
okay, well,
Ronnie
in the
and
future, we'd love to do maybe we could do a show there on a night where you weren't normally playing, that you would be playing because we're doing a show there.
yeah. Well,
You know what I mean? Where you need to book us, but remember, if you need to book us on a Thursday night, take us on Thursday night. You don't have a gig, but you always have a standing gig.
yeah, I always have a gig on Thursday. I pretty much have one.
How about Tuesday night?
Tuesday, Thursday,
Tuesday,
Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
How about Wednesday night?
Wednesday night, I'm usually open.
Okay, so tomorrow we're going to be at Shipwrecks. We're going to have that, whatever you want to call a monkey fucking football. I spoke to Luke about it. I said, when we talk off, like when I do my goofy thing, I look at someone,
Yeah.
turn off the side, and look.
Yeah, you
and
gotta take the
do
mic
the
with
creepy
you.
thing. No, it doesn't matter. They don't know whatever that person says. They're invisible.
Yeah, they don't.
They
Get
do
picked
not
up.
exist. Meaning, I don't mean to insult them that they don't exist, but to our listeners, we realize that when we're looking at something, if we're staring at a girl in a bikini carrying, what was that, a cooler?
That was a cooler.
We're just staring at that, and we're not saying anything.
No.
And then when someone says, "You remember that thing I told you about over there?"
The thing with the thing.
The thing with the thing, that you're not included. But we're endeavoring to do that. That's how what Bill and I understand right here.
Make something up. It's much more fun.
Oh, yeah, you're right about the fucking... Oh, there's a fucking gay dolphin right over there. There's a
Seriously.
gay dolphin. Just
You can't hear the other
end.
end.
It's a gay dolphin because it has that pink underbelly.
Yeah. If you can't hear the other party, just make something up. It'll be much more entertaining.
Oh,
anyway.
and goes, what? You want to put your finger where? Okay, let's get back on this thing. Where are we right now? I want to pace myself on this.
We got about 24 minutes,
Cool,
25 minutes.
Okay. I'm walking a fine line here. Because I want to be, I'm not vindictive. Because you know what? That spurred me on. I had a great idea about going to an adult store, which I will not say their name, and we will not say their name, because if they don't feel they want to be associated with us, that's perfectly fine. And I'm not castigating them, but, I mean, some people that live in the present realize that brick and mortar could be considered a thing of the past.
Quite often.
And if you don't have a little help, why would you want to be in another genre? Well, the reason you want to be in another genre is that you want to get to more people and realize that you're able to be reached. Now, I understand where you think that may not fit with your thing. And, Bill, your theory was about and it's understandable. I mean, I thought 100%, but I thought, in a second, maybe it isn't. The theory, can I say it?
Yeah, go ahead.
The theory was that Luke talking about sampling a vibrating butt plug, which Luke was, we're looking at it, we go, would you do it? And I go, first of all, I'll tell you what my thing. On the day of,
no.
If Luke said that, I go, no. Why? Because I don't want to see him. I don't want to see him.
I do. I'd be taking pictures. I'd live stream that shit.
Oh,
man.
you fucking kidding me?
I'd live stream. No, just his face, man. Just his face.
No way. No way. I don't want to see a naked picture of Donald Trump. I don't need to see Luke making any exaltations or anything with a vibrating or any type of butt plug up there. I don't want to think about it. I know we'd have to buy it. I don't think it would. It would. I don't know if it necessarily, if that would be good podcast. Which Sherman
no, because it would be me. It'd be me, Levin, and Luke taking pictures. I don't know if that makes good radio.
I think that's more like. I think that is more like what's his name, Johnny Knoxville shit.
Yeah. I don't know if that make good radio.
I don't know. I don't know. I think
we'd have to stream that video.
I'm not saying we're more thinky than they are. I know we're older.
No, we'd have to video.
I value my body a little more than throwing myself into a fucking bush. But just sticking them. I mean, I'll tell you, years ago, if some hot girl said, "Hey, you want to stick this somewhere?" I'd think about it.
There you go.
Think about it. I'm not saying I do it. While we're talking about butt plugs, I want to say hi to my buddy Pat McKeon for your 50th birthday. I don't know if you guys are listening, but his 50th birthday was up there. He's the owner of McGean's, one of the owners of McGean's. It's owned by the McGean family. And I'd like to thank Heather for sending me numerous emails and Kevin O'Dare. We are going to do a show in joint with McGean's. I will be up there sometime, so we will do a show in there. I want to do it from McGlinchey's. What was the name of that place? McGlinchey's? McGillen's. McGillen's. I'm going to have to call up McGillen's shortly and talk to Beth. I think it's Beth. But Pat McGean, it's your 50th birthday, and you know what? Your behavior is exceptional now.
There we go.
It is. It used to be, I don't know. Pat never really, when he did something, he wasn't as flamboyant as some of us.
There you go.
I don't know if I was, but no, I think I was a little more flamboyant. But Pat McGean displayed grace. under pressure. And growing at 50 years old, I think that's really amazing. Back to our adult store thing. Okay. So we speculated, and I give credence to this sentiment earlier, that perhaps Luke's assertions, notice I said assertions, about a vibrating butt plugs in trial insertions, see, that's alliteration almost, as being evidence of something that they that would make them look bad. Now, if I was someone that was going to pick up a device, I would worry about it being pre-used. I would. That's speculating whether some hillbilly-looking motherfucker stuck it up his ass. Am I going to stick it up my wife's ass or my girlfriend's ass or my boyfriend's ass, depending on what they're like? I don't think so. But if true, it could have thought that any of these use of the intimate products kind of normalizes it. Saying, you know what, maybe it's a vibrating butt plug is something for me. If someone says, I've never tried it, but if he says it's the most enjoyable thing that ever happened to him,
there you go. Hey, I might have to give that a shot.
It doesn't make him gay. He may have to look at a naked female when it's happening. You know that? That's erogenous zones you have there. You can understand that about human sexuality. These are the things that make up that complexity of feelings and thoughts and sensitivities that we have. But when it comes to brick and mortar, I'm telling you, you're missing out on this. You have your opportunity.
There you go.
Adult store. I mean, people don't have to be parking out back. They could be parking on the side. They could be parking, boldly parking in the front if you had parking in the front. Man. Yeah, they didn't have parking in the front. They did, they do have that on the side, and I think in the rear. I want to always say that. You want to park it in the rear.
How appropriate that you can park in the rear.
Park in the rear. And you know what? I'm going to give them another opportunity within
hey, cutie, how you doing?
They have a week.
Okay.
To respond. Otherwise, if you think, and you know what? The only appropriate medium for you to broadcast on, other than Comedy Central late at night, which you can't afford,
probably
is our podcast. It'll be $200.
Okay, sound good to me.
I won't do it. I won't do it for less than $200. So, Martha, I can just think of it. Someone's perusing the podcast and they see the description. Jim, Bill, and Luke at the local adult store, which shall remain nameless.
There you go.
And, Martha, this hillbilly is talking about a vibrating butt plug. Let's give this a listen. Then bingo. Let the fun begin. We have a new fan. We have a new fan then.
There you go.
Bill, today I was watching Goodfellas.
What?
Goodfellas.
Oh,
remember
okay.
Goodfellas?
Yeah, I've seen that.
How fucking long did it take them to realize that Joe Pesci was a wild card? Like, if you're his buddy and you're just pulling your fucking gun out and shooting the fucking guy that's getting you drinks, and then killing him, shot him in the foot, and then you're shocked that guy holds a resentment against you and says, go fuck yourself. De Niro should have known better. He goes, what are you doing? You letting this guy do this? You realize this guy killed a guy because he told him to get a shine box.
There you go.
At what point do you realize you got a mad dog there? How many times does your dog have to bite someone to realize your dog is bad?
Probably once.
Well, Joe Pesci in this movie did it. It was a great movie.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Did they fucking put up with him until the other guys decided, well, we're going to take care of this problem. Oh, we're going to. This is a problem. It's a problem. The problem is, oh my God, you're a wild card. You're just going to fucking kill people whenever you want.
No, we can't have that. We have business to run.
We're going to make you. We're going to make you. You're going to be a member. We're going to give you an upper echelon. We're going to give you full member benefits. So come over here. We're going to send you over here. Oh, we're going to send you with two guys you normally don't interact with. They're not really your friends. An old guy, you say, you're pretty much calling him fucking hard on. He goes, things really changed since you did it, right? And it's a big fat dude with him. And you go in a room, it's empty. And it took him all of 6 seconds to realize the room's empty. You brought into a fucking empty room with 2 Goombas.
It's time to start shooting.
Yeah. He didn't bring, I guarantee you he didn't bring anything. He was expected to get cut. He was going to get cut and stuff like that. So this brings me back to the thing. How incredulous are some of the ideas in some of this? Fredo.
Movies are make-believe, man.
I know, but some of them are more so believable. Like To Kill a Mockingbird.
Okay.
The behavior in that one was more realistic. The Godfather. How long would you put up with Fredo?
Yeah.
How long you put up with Fredo? Your fucking gun starts flipping. You start juggling your gun. You run an ice cream stand after that. You don't go to Vegas. You run an ice cream stand. That's it. You can't. Your father's getting shot. You can't grab a gun. You're running an ice cream stand. Okay. The number one thing, and this is my thing. You'll know this one. You saw Casino.
No.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No.
You never saw
Seriously.
Okay. Okay, loosely based on true events. Casino is Joe Pesci, Robert De Niro, Sharon Stone, a bunch of fucking other people, a bunch of the guys you always see in those mafia movies, right? From the 90s mafia movie into the Sopranos, right? So Joe Pesci is a Goomba. Robert De Niro is a Jewish guy. He's a bookie, and he's running out of Vegas. Okay, all this shit's going on. Now, there's a guy in Kansas City. I think it's Kansas City. He's in the Kansas City Cosa Nostra. And they're sending him out. I think they're sending out Kansas City. Could be. So I'm going to be corrected, probably. Some of you fucking fan bots are going to give me a shit about it. But this guy is supposed to handle some of the Las Vegas action. He's supposed to talk to people. And while he's doing it, he's really assiduous. You like that word?
$5 word.
Yep. About keeping notes. And his accounts payable, like all the expenses. All his fucking expenses. You're in a most illegal activity. Now, I want you to defend. Think of this. I'm going to keep... I spent $300 on my plane ticket. I rented a car. I want to be reimbursed for it. A legal activity.
$6 worth of shells.
Yeah, but the guy's keeping notes and all that shit, right? Oh, so is that ridiculous?
I don't know.
The time and the dates, why you're going there? Think about it.
Hang on just a second.
Okay.
I got second wife calling.
Oh, the second one? Oh, is that Kim?
Yes.
Okay, take it. I'm going to keep on going. So let's go back. In Casino, we have De Niro and Pesci. This guy's going back and forth between the Mafia and Las Vegas, trying to get all their business in line. He's keeping all his expenses written down in a notebook, and he's trying to be reimbursed for them. What the fuck? You're an illegal enterprise. You're putting the dates and times of every time you're doing it. The people, when you're asking other people to reimburse you for your expenses, when does that set off the alarm bells that this guy is keeping records? And what is the worst thing? What got Al Capone? It was the records. Remember Untouchables? When they had a book of all the payments made, the ledger, to all the judges and councilmen and aldermen. That's what got him. So record keeping is the key. I just want you to recall that. So that's the dumbest fucking thing I ever heard. But on the reverse side, this is where I can make an argument. This guy got so removed from it that he was in the mafia that he had to start explaining to people and saying, you got to go to Las Vegas. And then you got to pay a $300 ticket. You got to rent a car and stuff like that. He says, I don't care. I don't give a fuck how you get your plane ticket. You're not going to be reimbursed for it. Oh, we'll pay you. We'll give you, they give you whatever fucking amount of money. You get a cut. But your cut doesn't figure in what your cost is. You're the one that's traveling. They're not traveling. So that's reverse side. What stupid shit she call you about?
Oh, Sean called me actually on her phone, so I'd answer.
What did he call you about?
Because he's got stuff that's not working at the restaurant, and he's all...
Sean interrupted you? I guess he didn't know that we were doing a show.
No, he
with
didn't.
Blackwater
Like I
Show.
said, I thought it was actually Kim, and I was hoping it wasn't about Luke being
Fucking
in
had
jail
a
or something.
60-foot run of cable, and he wondered why HDMI, wonder why the signal loss going in through that place. You know what? I'm going to talk to that motherfucker. Okay, so I just did my whole argument for casino and all that stuff. So while we're at it, I think we got about 8 minutes left.
How about 4?
4 minutes sounds good. It sounds great. We can end it a little early. We have to. But I want to talk about the Keys Notary. If you are coming down here and you like the sound of my voice, I can be serious. I can marry you. I don't mean I can marry you and be your husband. I meant I can perform the ceremony. No, I cannot.
Send a picture.
I'm committed. I don't care. I swear to God. I'm sure. You know what? There's tons of beautiful women that listen to the show. Beautiful young bartenders.
There you go.
They are. They're gorgeous. And they're contacting to be interviewed. I don't get it why I'm 55 years old. I can't get a couple dudes call me up or something. Some people. I'm very friendly. I'm very understanding. I do understand the young, beautiful ladies. I talk to them and stuff. But now that I'm 55, I'm you know what? I've been through my pervy stage. So I'm ready to marry you. As a couple. You bring down, if you're marrying a girl, I think it's legal in Florida. Right?
Yeah, probably.
That's gay. You get your freak on. 2 men, 2 women, a woman and a man, a woman, a man, and a chicken.
That might be...
What?
That you might have to go to West Virginia for that one.
No, you get to eat the chicken. West Virginia?
Actually, they've got some
That's
pretty
Haiti.
straight. They've got some pretty straight-laced laws up there. You might not be able to marry a chicken in West Virginia.
I think a chicken, right? Okay. No, but I'm not going to marry a chicken. It would be man, woman, 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 man, man, or an indeterminate transgendered versus another indeterminate transgender. And whether you want to call yourself the groom or the bride.
Y'all figure it out and just tell me in advance.
Yeah, tell me in advance and whether
which
you
one
want.
which one I'm referring
as
to.
spirituals, you want the great spirit down to Zoroaster.
Yeah.
The ancient.
I like Zoroastrians.
You do?
Yeah.
The ancient Persian god.
Yeah, they've never been big about salvation. They're big about damnation and killing everybody.
They're big about killing everyone? Okay. That was Xerxes, right?
Yep.
Xerxes and whatever the other guy's name was. But you can contact me on the Keys Notary or thekeysnotary.com. And we will put post on me. You got the Key Billies. Now, if you want some entertainment while you're down here or you want to find out where the Kill Billies are playing, Key Billies. I said Kill Billies.
Key Billies. You can find us at Cody James. That's Koty James. And the Key Billies. KEYBILLIES .com.
It is foot stomping, hand clapping, beer
Whiskey
slurping,
drinking.
whiskey drinking, great fucking entertainment.
It is always entertaining.
Yeah. Minus butt plugs. If you're going to wear them, wear them.
Just don't
If
tell
not-
us, because we'll have to announce it to the audience.
You can go up and whisper it to Bill. Ladies, if you ever get Bill is somewhat well behaved, so if you want to whisper something provocative, Bill's the one to go up to and tell him it's provocative. The type of underwear you're wearing, your favorite position.
No, because usually by the third set, I'm well into the whiskey, and we're going to have to announce that over the microphone.
You're not going to announce that because they start announcing it. You're never going to tell you. Never going to tell you.
Yeah, well, maybe.
You're going to give up that gold mine.
It's a crapshoot.
You're going to give up a gold mine for momentary release.
If you've seen me on my third shot of Jack Daniels,
Yes, I
probably
have.
not a good idea
Really?
to tell me that you don't want anybody to know.
I really handle my bourbon a little better.
Oh yeah,
Not much better because I've done that. I've known that. Holy shit! I've been the stumble bum. Well, once again, I'd like to thank Bill Wissinger. This is Jim, the Keys bartender. Tomorrow we're coming to you from Shipwrecks. We'll be going live around 4:45.
4:45, yeah, that sounds about right.
4:45, and we'll be with Luke Glenn and always Bill Wissinger. This is Jim Horan saying thank you. I'm going to turn it over to Bill.
Thank you all. We do appreciate you listening to us. We'll be back tomorrow night. Hope to have you guys listening then, and thank you again for listening. We always do appreciate it. We look forward to seeing you next time.
At Farmers Insurance, we know the sound of a perfect hot air balloon landing. And a less than perfect one. Seen it, covered it. Click for more.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
Right now, you can get both Sprint's unlimited plan and the all-new Samsung Galaxy S10 included for just $35 per month per line for 5 lines. All you need is approved credit and an 18-month lease. No trade-in required. Visit a Sprint store, sprint.com, or call 800-SPRINT-1.
Phone $15 a month after $22.50 a month. Credit apply within 2 bills. If canceled earlier, remain balance due. Unlimited basic after $630.20. Pay $32 per month per line for 5 lines without a pay. Data deprioritization during congestion. Speed maximums. Use rules and restrictions apply.